Goodnight Mommy is a new German horror film, and I've gotten a lot of requests to do more foreign film reviews. I generally watch more foreign films on Netflix because it's harder for these films to come to my area. A lot of times they come super late, or I don't get a chance to see them at theaters at all because I don't live in New York or LA. Two twin brothers have a mother that has just returned from getting major facial plastic surgery, and she's suddenly not acting like herself. She's acting like a completely different person, and these two brothers start to suspect that perhaps something strange has happened to their mother because she's not acting like herself. Now, the trailer for this movie was dubbed as the scariest trailer of all time by a lot of movie sites that clearly have not seen too many trailers. And watching this film, I was extremely happy because this is a very cool psychological thriller. It's extremely well crafted. It's very well directed. The editing is very slow paced, but it's very taut and suspenseful. And it's one of those movies in which all characters continuously don't act normal. Even the boys. No one in this movie is acting normal, so you start to feel very uneasy. And while the first half of this movie was very psychological, the last half sort of turned into a Saw-type Hostel deal, which I was a little disappointed in because it felt very unnecessary. There were certain moments throughout the film in which they were hinting at a very cerebral experience, a very deep psychological thriller in which these boys are now experiencing something they don't understand. But then the movie gets into this strange torture-like scenario, and while some of it really worked, I did wish that it had maintained those psychological thrills because it felt sort of like a defeat of the very mature thrills that we had already sustained throughout the movie, to have it then suddenly taken over by this more over-the-top violence, and it didn't really mesh in my opinion. It felt like two different movies that were kind of colliding with one another. But then the ending happened, which I won't spoil, of course, and I won't say a thing, but it certainly added some more stability to what I had seen. Certain things suddenly took on a different light. If you do see this film, please pay very close attention to one of the final shots. It's a wide shot of the house they're living in. Look very closely around the frame, because there's something very cool happening, and it can really help you understand the ending. The performances in Goodnight Mommy were very good. The direction was very good. Some of the writing doesn't always work in retrospect when you look back at certain events that happened in the movie, particularly this very unnecessary scene involving the Red Cross coming to their house that felt very forced. But all in all, I had a great time watching Goodnight Mommy. I found it a very creepy movie. I found certain elements of it very unsettling. I do think some of the more over-the-top violent parts that happened near the end weren't bothersome. Like, I wasn't like, ew, that's so gross because of blood. It just felt like a different movie. It felt like it didn't mesh with the rest of the tone. It felt like it was reaching. But please, if I could just give you guys one specific warning, because I truly care about your viewing experience with this movie and with all movies. Don't watch the trailer. Number one, it spoils some very cool parts, and number two, it is extremely misleading, connecting two scenes together to make you think something happens that never occurs in the movie. Stay away from the trailer. It is the classic example of someone here in America editing a trailer for American audiences for a foreign movie that should never have been edited that way, similar to The Babadook. So stay away from that trailer if you haven't seen it yet, because it's very false marketing. Guys, I'm going to give Goodnight Mommy a B. Speaking of foreign horror, I'm extremely excited about the fact that this Halloween, my wife and I are going to do our annual Halloween video, and this time we're going to be talking about foreign horror films that have impacted us that we think are pretty cool, and we're going to share that with you guys later this Halloween, so look forward to that. Thank you so much as always for watching, and if you like this, you can click right here and get Stuckmanized.